Miami has a Dolphin, the greatest football team.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. On the visiting sideline, coach of the Chiefs, Andy Reid. His side should be coming in with some fresh legs after their bye last week. Across the field, that's head coach Mike McDaniel of the Dolphins. His guys ready as they always are to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. Kate Scott joined by my partner Brock Hewitt. This is punter Bradley Pinion to get us started. And here we go, a minute Miami downpour. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Chiefs, sticking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with them.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for a second down.
Pretty obvious why you go pass on that first snap. You're trying for a big strike and to take this home crowd out of it. But Kate, here's the problem. All it did was energize this building. Listen to it. Listen to these fans as they get louder starting off with a sack.
Back to throw Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate. It takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Third and long for Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they're staring at fourth and long. I'm flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
He's got this at the 27. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. So the penalty on the return doesn't do them any favors, Brock. A lot more field ahead of them here starting out.
All right, go ahead, go. Ready.
First and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact if you couldn't do it.
It's caught left side by Hill. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's good. First down. First and 10 at the 36.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
They've got first down here from the 36. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. 2 and out from the gun. That's Hill working the sideline, complete. And he's out of bounds. A beautiful play to get that first down, but this could be coming back. We got to check this flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Running it after the penalty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Tua looking to throw. Here's a screen for Achane. Room to work at the 35. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
16 yards on the play. It's now third down.
Here he goes, third and long. And this one is launched downfield. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Andy Reid getting his Chiefs offense ready to go for a new series. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. On a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Counter give here to Pacheco. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first.
Encroachment, defense.
Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty.
Yellow.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down. Now, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. You've got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Never a good time to rough the passer, Brock, but 3rd down, that hurts even more. Gives him the first. Now a handoff for Pacheco. touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. Dolphins just about set up here, 1st and 10.
Ready. Solo left Zion. Ready, team. Out.
Throwing now, Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this 1st down.
Team. Out.
Left side gets out quick, and it's caught. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short. Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. And the shotgun will give it to Achane. And they get to him and tackle him on the return, but will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. Yep, already got the stop and the turnover on down, so they're just going to decline that penalty. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run now with Pacheco. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock it behind the sticks. John, well done there.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Short pass brought in. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Kansas City.
First down carry for Pacheco. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
This one's caught. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 13-0 lead. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route, just like the receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Things going well so far. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. So Mike McDaniel getting his Dolphins out there for their next drive. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. 1st and 10 from the 32.
They're right here.
They'll start the drive with Achane. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Completed to his running back. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that is a Dolphins first down.
First down.
Ready.
1st and 10 at the
18.
40-yard
Solo
line.
left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Tagovailoa now. Wanted heel, but it's intercepted. Drew Tranquill with the pick. And the Chiefs will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, great team defense here. Somebody hit him in there, caused that pass to float on him a bit, and it gave the linebacker time to race in and make the interception.
And you know what team stands for, right? T-E-A-M. Together, everyone achieves more. It took all of them together. It took that rush to impact the quarterback. It took that linebacker to deliver on the other end, a critical takeaway.
Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. And this game is comfortably in hand early. They take possession with a 14-0 lead.
Defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Slot man's in motion right. Running right is Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs take a 20-zip lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs push their lead to 21-zip already. Butker on now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And things are really getting away from him, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
Hey, 21 T8.
Going play action, Tagovailoa. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Incomplete. Jaden Hicks there defensively.
Ready. Out.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. Flush down now to his left. He's running with it.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
21 21G. Out, that's it.
Tagovailoa looking to throw here on 3rd and 1. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Pulled in at the 20. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. So the penalty on the return doesn't do them any favors, Brock. A lot more field ahead of them here starting out. First carry of the game for the rookie out of Oklahoma. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Dive play straight ahead. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
You know, when you're a defender and you see them give that quick little take to the fullback, you just have to stop him before he gets started. It piled on him and held him to minimal yardage.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Yellow.
We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. 21-0 our score. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They're looking at 3rd and 6 here. Throw here, 3rd down. Got a man, and Kelsey has it. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. A gain of 26 yards there. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
There's a dive up the middle. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, I know you can read your partner right now, Kate. You know I'm smiling because that was a callback to the early days of football when fullbacks, not running backs, they were the one that led the ground game. He didn't stop at a yard or 2. He ripped off a nice chunk for them right there.
A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Yellow. I'm the blue lady. My side.
It's Pacheco again. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Going deep here for the end zone. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
And it's out of bounds without a whole lot of room for error. He hit it well. They're saying it's out at the 4. The Dolphins and running back Devon Achane getting back to work. And he's been carrying a great campaign now into the heart of this season. He's hitting top 5 in rushing yardage. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10.
Yeah, ready. Winning team!
It's Achane on the inside give. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. A big 34-yard pickup there. And it's going to be 1st down Miami. Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
1st down, time to Lord to throw. Buying some time right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Complete to number 17, Jalen Waddle.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Winning team! Help!
3rd and long. They're going to throw. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Kicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
And he made sure to angle that one toward the sideline. It bounces inside the 20 and jumps out at the 13. Andy Reid getting his Chiefs offense ready to go for a new series. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. A give to Pacheco to start the drive. And he's escorted out of bounds, but not before driving them up near the 25. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. It's his running back. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the pistol, here comes Pacheco. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
To the edge of the end zone, and it's incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that's a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact. In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
It's going to be taken in at the 8. And the return man is hauled down. And the question now, Brock, is will we be headed backwards here? We've got a flag down. Hoping to help spring him for a bigger return, but he got caught, and it lessens the return instead. So the penalty on the return doesn't do them any favors, Brock. A lot more field ahead of them here starting out. First down, here's Tua. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Second down carry for Etienne, and his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Go ahead. All right, go.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Buys time, rolling right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Running with Achane here out of the gun. And he takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's third down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Drew Tranquill with the pick.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Chiefs offense out to take over. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory. They've got a short field after that pick. We've set it down from 37. First down throw, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Working inside the red zone. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Left side, it's caught by Rice. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
Dolphins bring out a 5th defensive back on 3rd. Third and long for him here. And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs continue piling on to this lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 9. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Dolphins and running back Devon Achane getting back to work. And he sure has proven to be a handful for him, grabbing their attention as a runner, but actually doing a good bit of damage as part of the team's passing game, too. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Achane up the middle. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well.
Holding offense.
You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Tua now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Tyreek Hill. So now it's 2nd and long.
Ready.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Here's a screen for Achane. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Their punter making his way out now. And he'll try to hit this one well.
The Chiefs take over.
The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
To the air, Mahomes. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Daniel Whelan on the punt. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Dolphin offense taking over late in this half. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they might be able to put a little something together here.
Ready.
Tagovailoa on 1st down. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Chiefs will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to it. A return like that, think about it, that's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
On 2nd and 10 now, Mahomes. And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear
Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Chiefs grow their lead yet again. Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Jukes away from one. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50. So Mike McDaniel getting his Dolphins out there for their next drive. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there one play before they were picked off.
They're kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
Cut out left. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa finds him over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on third. And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run third down again, partner, but they decline it. So that's going to bring up fourth down. Ooh, some excellent English on that punt. This one makes it all the way to the 6 before the team touches down. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground and start this one off. So call it a half dozen on that run, Brock. It's second down.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line.
So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our journey through the NFL starts now. In Tampa, the Buccaneers at home to take on the Eagles. All right, Kate, thanks very much. We are into week 8, and we're starting to get a sense as to who are the haves and who are the have-nots. Let's get into it. And this is Chris Godwin. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. He'll take it all the way to the end zone. What a play for the score. From there, let's go out to Denver, checking in on the Broncos as they play host to the LA Chargers. And it's Justin Herbert looking for and finding number 1, Quentin Johnston. Middle of the end zone, touchdown. The Chargers wind up taking this one by a touchdown. One more to bring you up. Let's go to Arlington. The Cowboys taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. He was a big factor in this one, and he shows you why on this play. The Cowboys would go on to the solid win, 24-7 the score. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. Dolphins just about set up here, 1st and 10. Tua setting up to throw. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. We got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. Trying to throw this from the gun. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Fire pass, no good, so here comes second down.
It's now second down and 20.
Tunga Bailoa. It is cut left side. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Third down here, need 8 on the play.
12 brings up third down and 8.
To the air on third and long. And that one's incomplete for now. It brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run third down again, partner, but they declined it. That's going to bring up fourth down. Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. Andy Reid getting his Chiefs offense ready to go for a new series. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
It's second down and 10.
Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Throw here, 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
That's taken at the 15. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the 3rd. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Blitz coming, Tua. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
At the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
Jamani on the tackle. Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And they get to this one just shy of the opposing 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. And they don't need anything out of this drive right now, Brock. That lead's already been built as we look to the scoreboard. But like architects, they might want to see just how high they can take it.
And we're going to know here in just a second on how they attack these opening plays. Do they opt to take it easy, play conservative, or just keep stepping on that gas?
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds Brown right side. And he's brought down at the line.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. He puts some air under it deep down the left. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. They're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
30-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He's in trouble now, and the ball is out. And the Dolphins pick it up. And that turnover is going to give him the football on the other side of midfield.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
The Miami offense headed out there now. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Tagovailoa on first down. And he's just going to hook this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. Second down and 10. Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the fifth time they've gotten there for a sack in this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on third down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Tagovailoa facing third and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Punting muted out now. And this effort's going to give him an even half dozen tonight. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And there won't be a return on this one. It's out of bounds, and the mark looks to be at about the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Running left with Pacheco. First down play, nets and 5. It's going to be second and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
On the draw, it's Pacheco. He dodged the tackle. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Chiefs.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
By Cam Smith. A loss of 2 brings up second and 12.
Break the huddle. It's second down now. Throwing is Mahomes. Looking over the middle. There's Kelsey. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
They'll throw. Third and long. He gets it to Rice. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
First down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops. He picked up close to 4. First down run, now he's in 5, now second and 5.
Brings up second and 5.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And second down only works out for a yard.
17, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up
good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got third and 4. Looking to throw Mahomes. That one going to go against the D.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they make the stop, but they do it with some illegal aid. The referees say there was interference that time.
This is why it is so hard to stop these offenses. It's hard enough to cover, but obviously without being penalized, but then you get a little bump, you get a little push, and now you get a third down conversion via penalty.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
Now a give left side to Pacheco. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Brings it in. Well, we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives them a first and goal.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down. First and goal, Kansas City.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. They're both quarterback and tight end. Went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action looks beautiful.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. And it's step one towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
Headed in the wrong direction, Brock, as they take second and goal now from the 13. Here's Mahomes now. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Third and goal now as they try to pile on further.
A 6-yard gain brings up third.
Looking now from the gun. They'll be touchdown short of the marker, so fourth down coming up. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash.
A 23-yard attempt.
Butker knocks it through. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Butker on now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first and
Chance
10.
here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
27-yard line.
First down, here's Tua. Short pass caught by his tight end. They take him down as he goes out. Now let's check on this penalty. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Dolphins who have the ball, hoping they can flip the script because this game has been a nightmare for them so far. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Tagovailoa, quick throw, complete. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. All right, here we go. Second down.
Tyreek Hill. An 8-yard gain brings up second down.
Back to throw, Tua. Here's a screen for Achane. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
To the air on 3rd and long. Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down. But where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. Well, the negative play makes it even easier to decline that flag, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it's incomplete. So that's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty. Yep, already got the stop and the turnover on down, so they're just going to decline that penalty. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up second.
Here's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
And a first down, Chiefs.
Logan back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. So let's examine this flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. They'll run here following the penalty. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Offense to the line, second down. To the air, Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Kelsey, incomplete. Sets up a 3rd down and 8.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal units and Harrison Butker headed out. This one from 47 yards away. Butker knocks it through. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. And if we're being honest, Brock, this game already over. It was a while ago, but still something for this offense to play for. They can try to avoid that shutout.
Yeah, it's kind of like a game, like baseball, right? You're looking up at that scoreboard, and you know it's impossible, but find some momentum, something good to build on.
And they pick him off again! And he's going to take this one back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock. To have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Butker to try the point after. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Chiefs continue piling on to this lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Fields this one at the 3. This makes it up to the 25. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And their shot at the win probably already gone before that last interception. But after the pick 6, Brock, whatever will they had to keep fighting, that might be gone now too.
Yeah, maybe time to look down that bench and try to give some other guys some opportunities as well.
And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
6 yards. That's good for a Dolphins
First and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. But the Dolphins able to track that one down in coverage, so crisis, at least momentarily, averted.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
So they keep the football, but now they face 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Good cover now, and the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. He's able to muster up a little something there after bringing in that fumble, Brock, but he can't get back to the line of scrimmage. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Third and long for him here. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And talk about killing any momentum this offense had, Brock. 3 consecutive sacks. Going to bring up 4th down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. And the punt team downs this one just inside the 40. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. It gives it to Pacheco to start the drive. And this hasn't been common-sided with him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And it's just like the Dolphins have it.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. The opportunity to win this game is, well, it's long gone, Brock. They're down to their last opportunities now to avoid the shutout as well. Tagovailoa on first down. Finds him over the middle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Tagovailoa back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First down.
It's Achane on the inside give. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins putting up points in a game decided. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense. The slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins cut into the lead by another point. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. He'll begin his return from the 11. He's stopped on the run back to the 27. Andy Reid getting his Chiefs offense ready to go for a new series. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
A counter give here to Pacheco. Davidson past him. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. They've got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Caught out left. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
12 yards on the play. but it's third down.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Third and long. They're going to throw. Making the call himself. And he has enough for that first down, but look at his teammates. They know something's up. Everybody looking at that flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Third and long for Mahomes. This throw's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the results, fourth down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. On first down, here's Tagovailoa. Lost control of number one. But the Dolphins able to track that one down and cover it, so crisis, at least momentarily, averted. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Nice gain there on second down before they give to him, but we also have a flag down, partner, so let's see if this stands. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now we're going to wait to see how they respond. All right, here we go, second down.
Watch the motion, watch the motion.
Tua off the play fake. And they get to him again. Back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage. Set him up now with third down.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Tagovailoa facing third and long. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Tyreek Hill. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And they could really use a good one here. And he'll make the fair catch. Didn't make it to the 50. This one just short of midfield. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
They've been doing it.
And they're going to hold him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. So 20 yards on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Chiefs nearing their 6th win this season. New set of downs for them from the 31. First down carry for Pacheco. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there.
Encroachment. Defense.
So keep that second and short play in your back pocket. So the penalty goes ahead and gives them the first. Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there. That's going to be a penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still first down.
Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. The play clock runs out. This will be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still first down.
Running it after the penalty. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Velocity guard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Dolphins' 22-yard line.
So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field, but they didn't let that stop them today. They played their game, and as a result, they're leaving here with a victory. With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Miami.